Okay, so I got the back off and fixing it over here, putting that all back together, doing one last little glue up before I try some finish work on that. And I thought I'd get back to the headstock. Still have to drill the other 3 holes for the tuners. And I got some mahogany veneer here that I'm gonna overlay on the headstock for some structural support and just to give this a nice finished surface. So stick around, and that's what I'm gonna be working on. Merry Christmas. Before I remove any material from the back of the headstock, I just want to make sure I measure the thickness so I can match it with the veneer. 633. I'll measure it in 3 spots. 580 and then 533. One thing I'm noticing, I do have kind of a little wear mark here, so I want to fill that in too at some point. Let me see how much I want to take off this. I'm going to put 2 sheets of veneer on there. Each sheet is 23 thousandths. It's going to be about 46 thousandths thick, so that's about how much I want to take off the back of this. Right on the tip here, it drops off. You can see there's a little wear scuff mark here. So I'm going to put a veneer over here. I don't want a little gap on the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line where I'm going to route a little channel and put a little plug in there. Okay, now I can go ahead and fit in a piece of mahogany right there. Get that glued in place. Let it dry overnight, and then I can come back and do the veneer tomorrow morning. Okay, I'm using Tight Bond 3 because I don't want this to ever come off. Okay, can you say too many clamps? Maybe, maybe not. Just to be on the safe side, I thought I'd put a few extra on there. You can see I got a lot of squeeze out coming out. And you, are you helping? Okay, early the next morning, ready to take all these clamps off. This contraption I've got here. Now, one thing I forgot to do, and I was intending to do it, was to dowel this. I wanted to put a couple of dowels just to strengthen this a little further. And now that I've already veneered it, I'm not exactly sure where to put the dowels, so I'll have to get back to that. I can always add them in after. I might have to actually look at some of the footage I shot to see how this break was. I can see this goes at quite an angle here, so I might be able to put a dowel right here, maybe another one here, but that may have to be in the next video. For today, what I want to do is remove all this excess material here and clean this up and see how it looks from there. This is one of those farmer makes a plan kind of setups, where I got the guitar sitting on a little stool and I got the headstock up on some plywood here. This is sitting nice and flat. So with a nice sharp knife, I should be able to cut around this. I think I may have just taken a little too much off that little spot. Yep, look at that. Took a little bit off there. Gonna have to get a little filler on that. Let me take this over to the vise. That might be better. So I've got a little more sanding to do, a little more shaping, and a couple little mishaps. Right here, I see there's a little bit of tear out. And then up here, I have this one piece. Not a big deal. So I have to open up the holes, finish sanding this. It's got to be all filled. But that's basically what she's going to look like. If you haven't already done so and you like what you see in these videos, please subscribe. Peace. Merry Christmas.